Hello guys, this is Dr. Fix. Today we got a 212 Toyota Camry, and the customer report is that the AC cools sometimes, blow warm sometimes, and blow cold sometimes. Now, after getting it to a customer, after getting it to a technician, they got another used compressor in there. In this case, after installing this compressor, it got worse. The system just keep blowing warm air. So they tried to revert it to a fixed displacement compressor, but the man insists on getting the factory fitted compressor into it. So upon getting here, I did what I know how to do best. I run my magic on it. You can see right now the AC is back on working. So, what exactly went wrong? That's a question which a lot of you guys behind the screen are going to be asking. Well, I'm going to say that just the bad technicians and who don't know about this system. And this customer is such kind of a customer whom I really want, the kind of customer who wants the system to work as the manufacturers. So they replace the compressor and the OEM expansion valve, but yet no luck. So that's why sometimes I actually tell you guys you don't need luck to fix your car AC system. You need just the right guy who knows what he knows and who knows what to do within the system. So definitely there is something wrong with the compressor. I was getting a bunch of error code right there when this issue happened, but after using my scanner to actually scan it, I wasn't seeing those. Now you can see a lot of pressure building up there. It seems like there have been some kind of shitty show done on this car because the fan is not coming on. And it's really building up pressure really fast. Thank God it has come on its own. I've been using the system here to bypass it, but it has recollected its memory, so that's a good thing. So just saved another car from getting converted into using manual, the fixed displacement compressor. But you know, if you're the kind of technician who is like me, you will probably not be having a lot of customers, because down here most people don't really care about getting their system working to the OEM specs. So cutting corners is what most technicians do, but I don't do cutting corners. I do want to get the system running and running correctly. So inside right now is blowing cold, you can see right there. So it makes me feel happy when I found some kind of customer who really want the one out of the million guy or tech guy who knows what he does behind using wrench. So I know a lot of you guys in my channel still don't value my opinion. You just come there when you need some kind of random information, but no problem. So guys, all I'm gonna say in this very episode here is, if you really want to know how to do whatever I do or learn how to fix cars, all I'm gonna say is subscribe and turn on your notification. If you're not a subscriber, do not ask me any stupid question. Alright, so saved another car. If you're in Nigeria and you want your car to walk back to the OEM specification without a compromise, get your car to me, piece of cake. And we'll sort it out. You see that? And look at that. Did you see that? One more. You see that? I'm not talking about this, I'm talking about this. Now you guys can be able to see it here. I'm sharing new knowledge with you guys. Now look at that again. It has kicked in again, and the pressure is going high because the thermostat has made a mess, and that's the fan just stopped working there. So at this point, the system automatically starts blowing warm air, then it comes back again and start working. Look at it dropping right there. If I never show you guys this very live stream data, not just a live stream data, but some sort of, yes, a live test of the AC system, how it works, and this new knowledge, that's something which doesn't even completely relate into the AC systems, contribute to making the AC system to blow cold sometimes and blow warm sometimes. So what I'm gonna say here in this video is that I don't know if you guys are humane enough, but if you're humane enough and you want to support what I'm doing and teaching you guys, information I'm dumping with you guys here for free, go ahead and go to patreon.com/DrCoolWaterFix and support me. Now stop, look at it right there. System, keep my functioning again, and the pressure started building again. But once you hit up to 250 psi, it will kick on. Look at it right there. Just kick on again. So while you are inside the cabin wondering how exactly what happens, you replace a lot of compressors and this problem doesn't get on. You didn't know that it's not even coming from a compressor, it's not even coming from an electrical electronics thing, it's completely outside the parameter.